1, 2, there's like loads, like dot to dot. My eyes are stinging. Hormones, thinking that I know what I'm doing and I don't. What are you seeing? What are you seeing? I am a hormonal mess of rage. What a mess of a woman you are, Sarah. Like, here I am filming, regardless of feeling dead inside. No, I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't panic. Welcome back to my channel. How are we all? I am not ready for Christmas in the slightest. It is stressing me out somewhat, but we're still going to chill out today. The sun is shining. The sun is shining in my house, and it feels like months since I last saw the sun, and it is a real joy to see it. It does make me feel so much better, but also it's bringing such a lovely, cozy, warm vibe to the house today, and I'm just going to chill out. Just going to chill out all day today. I'm going to do a bit of drawing, do a bit of chilling, a bit of eating. In this vlog, we are going to look at my last market, which was the Leicester Midlands Makers Market, which was just a super cozy, super cozy venue. It was a very rainy Sunday. It was the tail end of Storm Dara. Is it Dara? Which was a really awful storm. It was very wet, very windy. And if you came to the market that day, fair play to you, fair play for going out in that horrid weather and coming to see us there. It was a very busy day, considering the weather was so bad. There were so many people there, and it was just lovely. It was a really lovely day. I went on a school trip to Selly Manor, which is a Tudor manor house in... Well, it's not in Selly Oak, it's in Bourneville, which is where Cadbury World is. I love it, I love chocolate. But I found an amazing illustrator called Milan Illustrator, and he is Birmingham based, and his work is amazing. And this is one of his pieces. Look at that, how beautiful it is. It is Bourneville in a box of chocolates. I mean, that is just so lush. And then there was a winter scene, but in Christmas cards. My God, I'm in love. One more thing I would like to show you before we move on with the vlog is something that I was gifted, and it's the best thing ever. This is the cutest thing ever. I mean, look at that. How adorable is that? So it is from a company called Divoom, and it is called the Pixoo 64, and it is a pixel art frame. How cute is that? This is the time, would you believe, 11:17. But you can have different clock faces, you can have your own artwork on there. I'll show you some bits on the side now. You can link up your YouTube and have your stats on there. You can have what my son is excited about, link up your Fortnite and have all your crowned wins and kills on there if you're into that sort of thing. I think it's like Twitch and all sorts. You can have loads. So I'm going to have a go now at changing one of the clock faces. I just need to do it on my phone. There's an app that you can use. There's loads and loads of, you can have GIFs, you can use other people's artwork that they upload and change your background. So it's like a moving piece of art in your house. And honestly, at night, it gives off the coziest little glow. I just love it. I am obsessed with this. This is my favourite clock scene. I love the little tiger. I absolutely adore this. But there is another Christmas countdown, which we've had on every day, and it's got the date and the time. And I love that. So Christmas countdown. There's another one that I also love, which is like a cuckoo clock. And on the hour, a little man comes out the door. My God, this is adorable. Little cuckoo clock. And the man comes out of here when it's the o'clock, and there's these little chicks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm totally obsessed with this. I love it. If you would like a Pixoo 64 for cozying up your home, there is a link that I will pop below, and I love it. The app has got loads on it. One of my favourite things is obviously the tiger. I mean, what is that? The postman. That was my father-in-law. It alarmed telling me, look at that, the planner. It has alarmed to tell me that it is time for breakfast. And that is amazing. Look how cute that is. Look. Breakfast time, fry your egg. Oh my God, it reminds me of Cooking Mama. Did any of you play Cooking Mama? Where you had to make, I can't remember what it was on, the Nintendo, I think, like the DS. And you had to make all the little like fried eggs and stuff. I really want to play that game. I'm going to get that game on the Nintendo and play it. And you can set on the planner, you can set times for all through the day, and it will alarm to tell you and make that beeping noise. It will alarm to tell you that it's time for something, whether that's getting up, and you can set each little icon to change it for what you want. Oh, I love this. This is the cutest thing ever. As my frame has told me to, it's breakfast time. So let's go.
A little different than all the rest. I'm quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat. The lights were dimmed as our eyes met, and you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream. Kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. Out of a sudden, you came through the door. At the next table, your whiskey neat. The lights were dimmed as our eyes met, and you saw me. And forevermore, I like to share that vintage dream. Forevermore, we're living in that vintage dream.
So I've had my egg on toast and I feel great now. Penny's just having a little nap upstairs. The dogs are fast asleep. The heating is on. It is mega cozy. Unfortunately, the sun has gone in, but hey ho, that's the UK. I have just done a little drawing. Now, it is my intention that come January, I am going to do a launch, a collection. Other people, other artists do collections, and what a great idea. You're all very clever if you do that. I don't know why I've never done one of those before. I think the way I work is I just draw something and then put it in my shop. And I find it hard to focus on things like a collection, but I'm going to give it a bash. So my thoughts are new year, new me style, but like a growing, grow with it, grow with the flow style thing, all to do with like plants and things that grow. So with that in mind, I have started to do thinking to these things, thinking about those, this one and this one, thinking about those like seed packets. Stay with me. Seed packets of different fruits and vegetables and flowers. Whether I put fruits and vegetables as one and flowers on another, I probably will. So I have two different sorts of prints. That's my thinking. So I've done my first one. See that? Runner beans. Don't ask me why runner beans came to my head first, but that's what I'm going to do. So like a whole little collection of seeds, fruits and veg, with like the dates that you sow them and plant them. That's a cute idea. And then a flowers one as well. That's a lovely idea. All to do with like new life, growing, evolving, that kind of thing. That's my plan. So in that collection, I'm thinking stickers, OVs, die cut stickers with like, I don't know, maybe like a watering can or a seed packet bursting with flowers or plants, like a little garden, like a little allotment themed thing. This will go. I might do a mood board. This will move out of my brain and out onto paper. So stickers definitely, prints 100%. Maybe like a little note card set, like positive growth and mindset. Maybe like little note cards, like a little collection. I don't know. That's my plan. Seed packet bunting. You know, I've got that bunting, the pantry bunting with all a mixture of jars and tins on it. So imagine little seed packets. That's cute. But it is my plan to do a collection and release that January time and work on that over the next 2 weeks. I feel I'm out of sorts today. I don't know if you can tell. I'm totally out of sorts, and that's because number one, Penny isn't very well. She's had a migraine and she has been throwing up all night. Bless her little heart. We all get migraines. That's something I've generously gifted to them through my genes. And Penny and Robin both have migraines all night. So I have been up with Penny till 2 a.m. whilst, you know, just making sure she was okay. And then I slept in her bed with her. Now it's just a single bed. So obviously topping and tailing with a 12-year-old isn't the best. So she's just having a little nap upstairs, bless her little heart. And also my period's due and it's not fun. And I just feel, you know, when you get like palpitations and my skin and my face, or just the whole face really, just everything about my body. Anyway, we try and overcome this. Here I am filming regardless of feeling dead inside. So let me take these off. Let's talk about my last market. So my last market was the Midlands Makers Market and it was in Leicester. So that's about an hour away from here. And I think I have spoke about the fact that it was the last day of the storm that we had here in the UK. And I didn't have any expectations that day because I just assumed people wouldn't want to go out in, you know, like a hurricane, but they did. They did come out and it was such a lovely day and the venue was so cute and so cozy. So let's go and have a look. take a minute to appreciate that everything is in that trolley. It just wheels into the boot. So a totally adorable day, absolutely beautiful, and I loved hiding in amongst all that greenery. It was so cute. And those little mushroom toadstool lights, such a cute like glow at the end of the day. So my best seller at that market was everything jar related. Everything jar related. I sold loads of jar prints, I sold jar bunting, and I sold out of my jar stickers. I also sold out of tea cakes, so tea cake bunting, and I made loads of that, and I sold out of all of those. And pickle die cut stickers. So these were popular. Roast dinner appreciation club. And the jar of pickles. So those were the most popular things at my market. Now, at the last market I did in Moseley, everything tea cakes was really popular, and dairy milk. Now, whether that's because I was in Birmingham, probably, and custard, that was also popular. So custard and Cadbury's are both, Bird's Custard and Cadbury's are both Birmingham, so I think people were shopping for their like homes. Magical Market, I can't remember that far back, that was last month. What was my greatest? Stickers and cards, loads of stickers and cards in all sorts of different designs. But each market has had different bestsellers, but different themes. And it's not that I've changed massively what I've put on display. I've put everything the same. But like I say, my last one was very much custard tea cakes, Cadbury's, and this one was very much all about the jars. So yeah, really interesting. And so because of that, because of the jars, and I adored making those, I wanted to do a seed packet one and just do like more of that sort of my own designs on packaging. So I'm quite obsessed actually with packaging. Chocolate bars as well, that'd be a good one. Sweets, other things as well, like tins of oil. I've done tins of oil. Biscuits, boxes of biscuits, packets of biscuits. Anyway, I disappeared then into creative land. Back to the market. In total, I made £139.50 at that market, which I was overjoyed with. I think lots of people bought little things at that market, so I didn't sell that many prints, whereas at the other ones, I've sold lots of prints, so then obviously they cost more, so I earned more. But I think at that market, people seem to be shopping for like stocking fillers, secret Santas, that sort of thing. So I was selling lots of little items, which makes me think that I need to have, I want to increase my product range anyway, but I definitely want to have like cute notepads with my jars on and stuff, like really cute little notepads, and other such items. I don't know about bookmarks. I'd love to have tote bags. I'd love to have apparel. I'd love to have mugs. I don't have those things. People have offered to send me these things, but I am struggling for room. But I will probably, I'd like to try a mug press, but then I also don't have a sublimation printer. And so these things, they add up, don't they? I am going to get some DTFs made. I think I did speak about that, some DTF transfers, so I can put those on, you know, those beautiful cups, glass cups with the straws in. So I'm probably going to have a go at doing those. And definitely notepads. And there is something in the pipeline for some enamel pins as well, which is very exciting. Let's talk YouTube. Let's talk a bit about YouTube. Sit down with Auntie Belle and talk about YouTube. Let's turn that on. So I always think that this gives a nice light. I started my YouTube channel in August last year. I only did 3 videos and then I disappeared. So I don't count the last year because I wasn't on here. So I officially came back and I've officially done this properly. since August this year. So August, September, October, November, December. So 5 months now that I've been properly on YouTube. And in that time, I have done 6 vlogs, maybe 6 or 7. And, you know, amazingly, they've done really well. And I don't know how or why, but it's just some sort of miracle. I don't think it's anything that I've done. I just think that, I don't know. I know nothing about YouTube, but I'm very lucky and I appreciate everyone who watches these vlogs and subscribes to me. But I don't want people to think that I know what I'm doing in any way, shape or form, because I don't. I've absolutely no idea what I am doing. So, with that being said, when you start a YouTube channel and you put yourself out there and people start to watch your vlogs, you get companies email you and ask you to do things, or can we send you this, can we do that? You know, I had no idea how to respond to that when I first started my channel. And to be honest, I still have absolutely no idea. It baffles me that people want to send me stuff or want to pay me to do something that I'm already doing. And I find it really awkward, but also that is kind of the hope for me as a creator moving forward. And I kind of know that that comes alongside having a YouTube channel, but that doesn't mean it doesn't make me feel a little bit uncomfortable sometimes. But I have had some really weird stuff. Again, I've mentioned the C-section, but some other stuff as well that just doesn't make any sense. I did have, not long ago, a PR company get in touch with me on behalf of someone else. Now, the other company that they said that they were acting on behalf of was a tea company, and they asked if the tea company could sponsor me. I can't remember the man's name. I can't remember his name, but he wanted me to work with this tea company and for them to sponsor my videos. So in a little section, like a minute or so within my vlogs, I would be making tea using loose leaf tea and advertising those different teas. Now, I love tea. I bloody love tea. So I thought, well, that's something that I would have. So I asked if I could try the tea first. And if I liked it, then yeah, I'd be more than happy to. Because again, if it was crappy tea, I'm not going to want to be pushing that on my channel. So yeah, we moved forward and we started to make plans. Now, as we went along, this guy, we'll call him Simon, this guy started to sound like, in my brain, alarm bells went off and it just sounded too good to be true. And then he wanted my bank details. And as soon as he wanted my bank, I mean, obviously, if they're going to pay you, they are going to want your bank details. So I did look into it before, but something just bing, 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 which doesn't happen very often. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to check this guy out and that other company. I had looked at the website that he'd sent and I had looked at their website, but delve a little deeper. So off I went into the internet, and this PR company, when I looked, didn't really have any actual information on there, if that makes sense. The website looked really odd. And as I delved in, I was like, this doesn't look normal. There was pictures of like screws and nuts and bolts. What? Anyway, and it said that they were a PR company for like, what was it now? Like mechanical, industrial components or something weird. And certain sentences within there didn't make sense. And then I went onto the tea company's website and it looked lovely. And it was a Shopify website and there was things that you could buy. But again, there was no like story behind it. So I got back to Simon on email and I said, can you send me all of their social media? And can I have your social media? So he got straight back to me. And I think this was like a Sunday night at like 11 o'clock or something. I thought, this is weird. So he got back to me saying that the tea company didn't yet have any social media. And he'd already sent me his website. So obviously now I now know someone's taking me for a ride. But not want to just let it go and block them, like suggested by my incredibly sensible husband, I decided to carry on this debacle because why not? Got nothing better to do. Why not? Just carry it on. So then, Simon, I was on to you, you little tinker. I mean, who wouldn't have social media? Who wouldn't have social media? If you're willing to sponsor some random woman, some random 41-year-old artist on YouTube, you're going to have social media, aren't you? If you've got enough money to pay me every single month to advertise your tea, you're going to have social media. They did have a YouTube channel, so this YouTube channel was very clearly, now I know, AI generated, walking through fields of tea. Walking through fields of tea. Okay, so now I know I'm being taken for a ride. I started to have a little back and forth with Simon. Didn't give him any of my details. Asked him if he'd accept PayPal. He was more than happy to accept PayPal and kept wanting my address, kept wanting my PayPal info. And I just kept responding with puns about tea. And he wasn't getting it at all. He wasn't figuring out that I was being a bit of a dickhead, is what I was. I was being a bit of a dickhead. He hadn't figured that out, and that's fine. Then I realised I was chatting to AI. I was having a laugh with AI, and then I realised at that moment I just needed to stop because AI didn't care that I was giving them tea puns. At one point, it did respond by saying, "Your sense of humour has really given me a chuckle this morning." You're right, Simon. I am quite the hoot, but I didn't then go up. I did go on. When he asked for my address again, I think whoever was telling AI to write me emails, when he asked for my address and I gave him like Darjeeling Lane, Earl Grey Gardens, I think maybe, well, he didn't respond after that. But, you know, so you just need to be careful. There's people out there that are just trying to get your details and trying to scam you. My number one top tip would be click on the email address, and usually all the scammy ones that try and scam me are a Gmail address. Nearly all of them are a Gmail address, actually. Yeah. So that was weird, but more fool you for trying to scam me, because you are welcome to my overdraft. Feel free to take the £3.97 that's currently in my bank account. Help yourself, knock yourself out. So, scammy things. You have to kind of filter through your emails. So every time I post a video, I will get a flurry of emails off companies, random people, loads of stuff about Shopify and how people can help. Bots, they annoy me. And then there'll be companies, and you'll have like the big companies, which are quite stressful because I don't know how to respond to them sometimes, with lots of like a list of demands. Sounds like I'm being kidnapped. Not a list of demands, but like things that they are willing to give you in exchange for and you just kind of have to decide whether that's something that you want. But then I do get lovely people that get in touch with me about, can they send me gifted things? Can we do this? Can we work together on collaborations? And I've got one coming up that I'm really excited about. And it's just a bit of a minefield. And it does baffle me that people must watch my videos and then think, we'll send her some stuff, or we'll ask her if we can sponsor her, thinking that I know what I'm doing, and I don't. Like, what are you seeing? What are you seeing? I am a 41-year-old, very, very, very hormonal mess who's just trying to make her way in the world with art. And I just really appreciate that you think that there's something there when I can't see it. Where is it? Help me find it. So that's where I'm at the moment. YouTube is crazy. I didn't realise how many opportunities it would open up. I just thought, post some videos, hope for the best. But actually, it is a crazy ride, and I am here for it. You know, why not? Why not? I really don't feel myself today. Maybe I'm coming down with something as well. I just feel a bit gloomy. I hope that's not coming across on this vlog. Sorry if I am. Like I say, I'm massively hormonal. I'm just... Svalbard lady is on in the background. Cecilia, if you watch her. Blomdahl? Cecilia Blomdahl? Honestly, her vlogs are amazing. If you want to cozy on down for the night, stick one of her vlogs on. She's just talking about polar night, and I've decided that I could probably live on Svalbard in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. I'd run the risk of polar bears. I wouldn't care because I'd be away from people. There's people everywhere, and I could hide, and I'd love that. And no one would find me. So yeah, I'd like to go to Svalbard. Other things that I found on YouTube that are wonderful are how they make Japanese sweets. Honestly, you could lose yourself for hours watching how they make Japanese sweets. The most beautiful artwork of sweets. Maybe I'll do an artwork of Japanese sweets. In fact, I will. So, with regards to what else I'm doing, over the next 2 weeks, I break up on Friday. Over the next 2 weeks after that, over Christmas, I do plan on doing lots of mini little vlogs on how I'm getting ready for New Year, what I'm doing to prepare myself, the artwork I'm going to be creating, and what I'm going to be making. Hopefully there'll be some updates, at least get it all written down on paper, what it is that I'm going to do for my... I need to keep growing. Should we just call it Keep Growing? The Keep Growing collection. Let's call it Keep Growing because that sounds cute. And then thank you for all your tips on foiling, especially washi tape. I will try that. I made a few of those little frames and I'm going to put them in my shop. No one bought any at my market, which is very sad. But I am going to put some of those in my shop in the new year. Over Christmas, I'll do that. And they're like little originals. So I love that. Anyway, wishing you the most wonderful Christmases if you celebrate. If not, I hope you have a lovely break. If you are in a part of the world that has no idea what Christmas is, I hope you're having a lovely December. That's kind of me, over and out, short but sweet. Sorry if I'm gloomy. I'm trying not to be. I think, like I say, I've had A, no sleep, and B, I am a hormonal mess of rage and tiredness. My eyes are stinging. Let's put these back on. That does help me, actually. I've got spots. I'm just a mess. What a mess of a woman you are, Sarah. No, I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't panic. I'm okay. So I'm going to leave the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like this content. It does help me and my lovely little channel in this journey to leaving my full-time job as a teaching assistant and becoming a full-time artist. Honestly, I can't wait for that day. In my head, I'd like it to be September next year. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Please, 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 please. And I'll see you next week. Probably the week after. I will see you after Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.